My name is Jonathan Bloom. I am the founder of the Associated Data. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at our proposal. And we've had a great time putting it together. I've come out of a really interesting 18-month period. I've been writing a book on what works when it comes to humans dealing with lots of data. And guess what we learned? Should be a golden age of data news, but it isn't. It really isn't. Data journalism is drowning in a rising tide of information age problems. It really is. And first problem is the so-called semi-structured data. So many awesome data sets. This is unemployment information that we've broken out. These links are live and you can look at them in the attached deck. But what you'll see, as fabulous as they are, they're just inconsistent enough for newsrooms to use them easily, and they can become quite a problem. When newsrooms do get data tools, they face a really messy data toolbox. Awesome tools, Esri, BeyondCorp, Tableau, Caspio. These are the tools I've learned to use in my research and my book, but each is just different enough to be hard for newsrooms to use. That then combines with what we were really surprised to find. So many amazing journalists. These young men and women are geniuses, but each practices their craft in just different enough ways to make it hard for newsrooms to learn from each other. And guess what winds up happening? Wow. The DIY data journalist. Now, we're not calling anybody out. We're not saying this is a problem. But if you talk to practicing data journalists, I was shocked to find how much of this is done on their own time. And when you rely on excess capacity, what do you wind up with? Not enough data news. We really feel that these issues, these are the main ones, but there are others, generates a kind of data newsroom friction that does not serve the public good when it comes to data news. I know that's hard to see, but we're really trying to be a solution here, and we really, really think this is true. And it's not like the industry hasn't faced this before. Back in the 1850s, a growing industry had to apportion the cost of covering a global and fast-moving news industry. They created the Associated Press. So why not update this proven model so exactly how the AP has eased the cost and complexity of data and enterprise news for 150 years, the Associated Data will ease the cost and complexity of data journalism today. It's that simple. And if we go back here diagrammatically, you get more data news. Here we are. We can invest in the products that solve these problems. Data beat reporters that allow us to organize data sets so everybody can use them. Data newsroom automation that makes it easy to use these generation of tools. Data journalism as a service. We could create so much free stuff that everybody could just post, and then we could sink our teeth into the really wonky stuff, liability insurance, crowd confirmation of data sets to engage the audience in fact-checking these facts, which we love, and then aggressive data set disclosure. Somebody's got to get out there with a hammer and get these data sets out for the public to be served, and that's what we believe. We have the right pedigree. We come from the world's best media brands. Former editor at CNN Money is going to help us out on the storytelling side. We have experts from Facebook. I'm represented by Fine Print Literary Management. We've had no trouble in getting experts involved in this project. Everybody's very excited about it. And I'd like to finish with this. We love coders. We love developers. We think they're awesome. We love them. Really, we do. But technology is not what's needed. The AD is an organizational challenge. And we bet our bootstrap resources on a plan to create an ongoing enterprise within 12 months at current funding levels. In other words, if you give us this money, you're going to see something that exists. And that thing is going to be the Associated Data. Thanks so much for your time. I'm Jonathan Bloom.